Okay, so once you are able to analyze the talents of the individual only, you will be able to assign a particular thing. So a team of people only will be working on a project. Okay, so the team leader or the team manager must be able to assess all the team members, all the individuals of that particular project. Only then they will be able to give a particular task to that fellow, because as we know again, software management or software project development has got lot of phases. Okay, it's not only coding is a core point over here. Not like that. We have even planning, modeling, communication, testing. Okay, so all the other four are also very, very important. So once I am able to analyze or I am able to assess the skill of a particular person only, I can give so and so task. Okay, so even in your team itself, if we just think of some people may be able to understand anything very fast manner, okay, but they will not be able to speak out. Okay, so if I ask them to explain it may not be possible with them, but anything, whatever it may be, the complicated task, if I give also, they will be able to solve it. Okay, so by writing they will be able to do, but if I ask them to explain it, it may not be possible. Some people will be very, very good at performing anything, but if it comes to the point of coordinating something, I am assigning some task, you have to pick up some 4 or 5 people and coordinate this. You could have noticed even in your IAP process itself. Okay, so out of 5 or 6 members, 1 or 2 will be very, very sharp enough, hard worker, only they will be doing it, others will be just relaxing. That is not the correct way of working with the team. Okay, so the team head or the team leader should be able to assess the skill of the people. Some people will be able to procure the things, so you can send them, they may be doing the places or where the components will be available, so that they can go and procure the things. Some people will be very, very good at searching things and reading, so that they will be able to understand very clearly. Some people will be able to present it so nicely. Some people will be very good at delivering the thing or making a presentation. So like we need to analyze the skill of the individual of a team, and then we have to assign the task. So agile development mainly focuses on the individual's skills, okay, and modeling and process. Modeling and process is a job of the entire team. Okay, so on the whole, what we can say, humans are the main brains in this. Human is a very, very important factor in agile development. So the few very important key traits exist among the people. Among the people, what are all the main key traits exist? Competence. Competence. So why we need to know all these things? Once you know the category or the important key traits among the people, only we will be able to think in that way. Okay, some people will be having very, very good skill, different skills, but we don't give such opportunity at all. How you have to see the people, various factors or on various perceptions you have to look at the people, or the people can be categorized on various segment. So competence. See, some people will be so competitive. Okay, every time, see, before that girl completes, I have to do. Before that person completes something, I should be the first one, or our team must be the first team. That competency will be there. Competitive spirit will be there. But some people will be like, okay, you have given me the deadline, that day I will submit. Okay, I don't bother about, I should be the first one to complete, or I should be the best scorer on anything. So that competence will not be there in some people, but only with few people that will be there, that we need to pick it up accordingly, we need to assign the task. Common focus. Common focus. So whatever I say, you just listen, grasp and just follow. something which may be correct to you. So you will go only with that. But that is not the correct way. Common focus what others will think. On the others' perspective also you should be able to think. On a particular problem means what exactly the common focus. Again, if it is a teamwork, the team only should win. It is not a single one. Okay. So when 5 people are there in a team, when you are able to support your team members, and as a team, if you are getting succeeded only your real success, rather than only one person is very good at everything. Is not at all bothering about other people, others who are in the team. That is not the correct way, because when we are educating you about the collaborative learning, team learning, the team is a common focus over here. That needs to be understood and go along with that. So next is again interrelated with collaboration. Collaboration. Some will not cooperate with anybody. You would have noticed that, okay? In your class itself or in your team itself, whatever you say, they will be totally against to that. They will not be able to support with you. They will not be able to accept. Okay? They will be like whatever they say, that is only is correct. They will not cooperate with you. Whatever you assign the job also, they will not do. So again, when there is no collaboration, we will not be able to get the required output, or we cannot be best as a team. So agile development categorizes people will be deviating on these things. So when somebody is not having attitude of being in the collaborative learning or collaborative work, that will be a problem again. Decision making ability. So obviously decision making ability varies people to people. Some people just immediately decide depending upon the situation. But some people will be thinking. They'll take too long to decide anything. Okay, you are in a critical situation. Again, that time also, wait. Let's wait. Somebody else may tell something and then we can proceed. That's not the way. Okay, so the decision making ability, who is having a better decision making ability, based on that he must be given some task. As the software project development has got lot of phases, so which phase to be assigned to which team or which individual, to decide that only we are discussing all the fuzzy problem solving ability. Fuzzy problem solving ability. Everything is going smooth. We are okay. We have very well planned. Everything is going fine. Suddenly some problem happens. Okay. So one day is completely planned. We are going to have a presentation in the classroom. Okay. Everybody are very well prepared and we have a lot of time for each team also. But when we come over here, after the presentation starts, suddenly power cut. We are not able to execute. So if that is the case, we cannot just stop the entire thing. When some external problem comes suddenly, how we are able to proceed further? Okay, what decision will make you to proceed further? We cannot waste our time also, and we cannot schedule that for some other day. On the day whatever we have scheduled, we need to conduct. How quickly you are making a decision. When there is a risk, when there is a sudden change in your plan, how you are able to make a decision, how you are able to solve that particular problem. Next, mutual trust and respect. Mutual trust and respect. Mutual trust and respect. So this must be there with everybody, but obviously we cannot expect everyone to have this quality. Mutual trust and respect. Like it is there, definitely some people will be doing good on everything, whether they give a respect to the people who are not able to cope up. Obviously, they suppose even if we are assigning some task to you also, you will think of, if I give to this person, we will do well. Okay. Sometimes if we are giving without knowing whether we will do well or not, we will have a doubt whether this fellow will be able to complete this or not. Okay. But in a team, in the agile development, obviously those things and all have to be considered as a prime factors. Okay. So we need to, in a team, people should have a mutual trust and respect to each other. Otherwise, whatever the input they give, we will not be in a condition to listen. If I don't have any trust on you, whatever the points you say also, I will not accept and implement it. If I put it down. Self-organization. So this self-organization is required for the team, for the individual and for the software developer. For everybody, the self-organization is very, very important. Okay. So each individual in a team is working in a very well organized manner. As a team, obviously as per the schedule, we will be able to complete and we will be able to give the best. Correct? So out of the team, there is only one person is so perfect, very well organized, or on the other side, customer side is they are very well organized, whatever the data you want they are providing, or your other stakeholders are organized, but among the entire team, there is only few people are not so well organized. Obviously, we will not be able to reach the point where we want to reach. Okay, so these are all the various categories among the people and which needs to be measured by the team, and accordingly the work needs to be assigned. Okay, so the next very important topic is extreme programming. Extreme programming. In short, this is denoted as XP. Extreme programming. So extreme programming is the most widely used approach of agile development. Okay, so in extreme programming, we adopt all the principles and the qualities of the human, everything we incorporate. Okay, extreme programming is the project development approach where we have incorporated the agile development. Okay, so extreme programming is the most widely used approach to agile software development. There is a variation on this which we call it as IXP, that is industrial extreme programming. So we'll see what is this XP, what are all the values, what exactly XP does. Same other 5 activities will be there, but the way they look at the approach only will vary little. XP values. XP values. So there are some 5 XP values to establish a foundation for all where we are using XP. There are some 5 attributes or 5 values which determines how exactly the XP is supposed to work. And those 5 values are communication, simplicity, feedback, courage, and respect. Communication, simplicity, feedback, courage, and respect. This very very important attributes of XP. What is communication? So we know about communication. Okay. So when I come to XP process, I will incorporate all these things. Before to that, it is not a simple explanation only. Communication is required to gather information from all the stakeholders, right? So we gather information from the customers. Accordingly, only we will be starting or planning for our project, because communication is the first framework activity where again depends upon if it is a very simple project, we use some methodology to establish a communication. If it is a very complicated project, based on that it may be a different variety of customers will be there. So for each customer you follow a different method of information gathering. So this communication is exactly like your empathy, right? So we do even collect the feedback. So after completion, after deployment of your product or project also, we do collect the feedback. So for everything we use the mode is called communication. Okay, communication in simple you can remember requirements gathering, and the software developer will have a collaboration with the customers who are going to use the project. Okay, so that's about the communication. Next comes to simplicity. So simplicity now it restricts the developer to develop the project in a simple way. Though the project is more complicated, the solution what you are going to provide is complicated, the approach should be very very simple, which means even the complicated project should be divided into number of modules, and each module should be very very simple to approach. Okay, so only then development point of view also it will be easy, and you can gather the informations, you can align the components for the project, and you can make your team people to understand code and testing, even finally making the customers to understand. Everything will become simple if you make your project as a simple modules. Okay, so that is very very important. So simple way of approaching the project, and that simple thing is for the work which needs to be completed immediately. Like it may be using a spiral model, or it may be for the incremental model. Any model you can use it. Okay. So next comes to feedback. So this feedback, collection of the feedback about something. Okay, it may be about the software or about the team or about anything we say it is a feedback. But here with respect to the XP, the feedback can be collected in three different ways. One could be the feedback about the software itself. Feedback about the software itself, that is we implemented some software. About the software we need to get the feedback. Next feedback needs to be collected about the customer who are using the product or the project. Okay, you develop an app. That application you are developing, you have not given any provision to change the language. It has been developed, or it can be used only in English. If the app is going to be used by the educated people, that is after schooling or some good standard schooling, only they will be able to understand. The people who are from their Tamil medium or the local language, their regional language they are using means they will not be able to understand. Okay, so the customer category will be definitely vary, right? So first few months after you come to the college, it will look like a written language, but some people will take it very very lightly. Some people who come from the village background and they are from the Tamil medium, obviously whatever we try to explain or whatever we speak also, you feel like something very difficult. Okay, so we need to analyze the customer. So based on your requirement, based on your level, we have to come to your level and then teach. Only then the atmosphere, the environment will become simple or comfortable for you. Okay, so So your software is not going to be totally a independent one. Have you all kept your mobile phone over here? Okay. So the software may be used with other one. One may be having a connection to other one, or it is divided into number of modules. Okay, you are focusing on only one module. That module is the best. It has come out in a way that it is very best. Whereas the other module people, they are not able to understand. According to you, it is very good. You are able to explain it, and it is executing whatever the input you are giving, and it is producing the output for on your perspective. It is very well. Whereas other module people are having some suggestion about it. Okay, so whatever the input they require from your module, they are not getting, or whatever the output produced by your module, they are not able to use it in the easy way. Okay, so they need to do some manipulation, they need to do some work on it, only then they are able to work. So that creates some inconvenience to them. So when you hear the feedback from other team members, obviously you will be able to make some changes in your module. It will become easy for even other teams. So next comes to courage. So courage means brave. So okay, but here discipline, we can say courage is discipline. Well, we'll give you some work, right? Anytime you are very well disciplined, coming to the college class, doing any work, and attending the classes, answering the exam, everything is very good. You are very well disciplined. Automatically, the courage will be developed inside. Correct? When we are perfect on everything, we will be very bold enough. Right? So I am bold only, but I could not do some task. I don't know about you people. Normally, if we did not complete any work, we will not be able to face our higher officials. Okay, we will have some, discomfort feel how I will face them. Suppose if they ask, so I will be always so scared because I am not disciplined. I am not completed. Okay, so the discipline must be there in the entire team, so that will develop the quality of courage. Okay, so here courage is viewed in the form of only discipline. Finally, respect each other. Respecting each other's in the team is the very well required quality. So these are all the basic values of extreme programming. Based on this only, all the other things are going to take place. Next comes to XP process. So we have just seen the roadmap. These are all the things I require. I learned the alphabets of it. Now I am going to establish a process. How the XP process is going to look like. This will be like a story only. Okay. This follows object oriented approach. Object oriented approach. So here, what is object? Object is the project. Object is the project. Okay. So I'll just first explain you, then with the diagram you will see. The customer requirement or the project or the process is going to be viewed as stories. Stories, which we call it as user stories. User stories. Okay. So number one. So each customer will be giving their requirement. Okay, giving their requirement, and they will tell that the approximate date, the estimated date, this particular month or date during this period I require. Okay, so you are ordering something. It may be some chairs, or it may be some hall you want to book, anything. So you give a date. This date I require this. That's my requirement. Okay. So when I require, what I require, how I require, what is the quality of my expectation. All those things they will be telling. So that is here viewed as stories. Why they are saying it is a story? It should be work. The developer, the customer and all other stakeholders should work as a team. When they are working as a team, there should not be any bossy kind of thing. Okay, so it should be like they should be free enough to talk anything. They may not be knowing. See, I may not be very good at a particular software or a technology, but I can express my requirement. This is how it should look like. Whether it will come out or not, I am not sure about it. But I am giving my requirement as so and so. Okay, like a story, I express my requirement, my need, my date, my schedule and all those things I explain. So each and every requirement or the stories will have a value. So a customer will, like a group of customers are giving a requirement. You are developing some software which is going to be used by some 100 people each. One of them will be having their own requirement. The common requirements will be addressed by the solution. Correct? But the customer will be identified by some index value. So this so customer has addressed this requirement. Yes, fine. This is given value 1 or index value 1, index value 2, like that. Finally, when I check, I will see that whether all the index values are addressed. Correct? So user story, based on the user story only project will be developed. So XP process they don't use the term project, the requirement, these are all the constraints. அப்படியே சொல்லாம user stories அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க. So index values, each customer only will be writing their own story. So when there are some 100 customers, 100 stories will be there. All the 100 stories will be given some identity which is called a index number. And on the other side, the project developers or the XP team members will be observing, going through all the stories and then they will start working on it. What they are supposed to do? They have to analyze the work which needs to be done immediately. Okay, they need to categorize all the stories as 3 categories. One must be which needs to be completed immediately. Secondly, which has got more risk factors. Third, which has to be given more priority. Okay, so this could be categorized again based on the risk, based on the priority or first come first serve. Okay, so first how we see whoever comes or whichever number comes only first line only we will read always. First story only we will read. Okay, so they can start solving it, or second kind of approach could be this has got a very risk, like within this particular day I have to complete it. So for that I can give a importance. Like that they choose a story and then they start work on it. Okay. So second thing is design. Yeah. Now I come to the diagram. The XP process, normally you had 5 fields, right? So here it will be simplified with only 4 fields: planning, design, coding and test. Only the name is changed, but it means all the framework activities. So after the test, I can release the product. So now in planning, so to plan the project, first XP, this is from the XP team end. Extreme programming team development, how they approach the problem. Okay, so first step what they do, planning, they will be reading all user stories, they understand the values and then they will check the priority or the importance of the value or which needs to be solved first. Based on that they will start working it. Next comes to design. So what the design team of XP will be doing, so they will be start scheduling it. Okay, in the design only, what software I am going to use, when I am going to complete it, how many modules I am going to have, and when each module is going to be delivered, all those things will be planned over here. So here they use two approaches. One is CRC, other one is spiked solution. CRC and spiked solutions. So CRC is nothing but class responsibility collaboration. It is all like keyword only. About each keyword can be explained. Okay, so when they are moving on to design, CRC approach will be followed. Class responsibility and collaboration. So you need to categorize the project. Okay, so classify all the projects and then assign the responsibility to the individual teams and then work collaboratively. That could be the first approach. If the problem is not going to be solved with this approach, they may create a separate prototype, okay, which we call it as spiked solution. That is, it's not common for all stories. It is specifically designed for one particular story. Like the story may be very risky, very critical story that needs to be solved, or you are in the normal track, suddenly a story newly written. And another thing about the stories, once they write the story, it is not going to be ended. Okay, anytime they may eliminate some story, they may update it, or they may add some new story also. When you are developing the second story, when you are designing the second story, suddenly the first story may be given some updations, and they may say that this needs to be completed immediately. So something suddenly is happening is for that we develop a prototype paradigm. Based on that we resolve it or we start designing it. Okay, so these are all the terminologies you must know. That's it. And design normally follows a principle called KIS. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Always the design must be simple. It should not be more complicated just to know, you are designing all. It should not be like that. Okay. Always when you go to the design mode, it should be very simple. So with that principle only we proceed further. And before we could enter into all these things, they should know how many customers, totally how many stories are there, how we are going to organize all those stories. Suppose suddenly some stories are going to be entered, how we are going to manage all the 100 stories, how when we are going to deliver it, those planning and all should be done. So you just relate with the normal project. This is only a XP process, but XP process may be asked. Okay, so when we talk about XP process, only everything is viewed in the form of stories. Otherwise, it is all problem solution based only. Okay, so next is coding. So coding, using any of the language or the required language, coding will be done. So here again, the method what they follow, see, they have incorporated agile development. Okay, so since they are incorporating only, all these things are coming, right? So coding, they use a very simple method called pair programming. So any module or any particular program or anything is given to a pair of people. Two people will be involved in that. It doesn't mean that both of them will be writing the same coding. I am giving you one problem to two different people. You will be working on. Sometimes one may be able to give a very efficient output. So you both will be frequently will be checking. Okay, so you discuss and then do. So you may not be writing the same coding, or you can divide the work. Like I will write 10 lines of code, you please check it. Or you are writing some content for the magazine. You are doing some some writing process. When you are writing, you are going on some flow. But if there is an error, you will not be able to find out. So the other person will be just every time reading the proof, and if there is any error, he will be able to give you the feedback. So when you move on to the next module, vice versa it may happen. It's like pair programming. That is for just content writing. Similarly, for programming, a pair of people will be able to do. One may be writing the code, other one may be testing it. After some time, the pair may be changed. It's like that the coding may take place, and every time one part you complete, immediately you test it. Okay, so that will be given to the testing, that is called the unit testing. About testing we have just given you idea. So test as and when they move on to the second program or the second module, so immediately integration testing also will be added with that. So once they code and they integrate, and the integration testing is also done, final testing is acceptance testing. Acceptance testing. Finally, whether the system is working good or not. But with the normal process and this process, what is the difference? Immediately, everything we will be doing. It's like quick response only. We call it as a agile development, or quick function only. We call it as a agile development. For the quick function only, we are dividing like this and performing the process. Okay. So that's all. And release, yeah. So after the release of the product also, after the release means it is not for the complete project. Whatever is given there, it may be for only one module, but your project may have hundreds of modules. Okay, so one module you are releasing it immediately. Check with the customers or the other team members. Okay, so that they will be able to give the feedback, so that could be incorporated for the next modules and all. Okay, so release is not the complete project release, it is the release of a part of the project only. So after the acceptance testing, this will be here. One more important term, project velocity. Project velocity. What do you mean by project velocity? Project velocity. How many stories are there totally for that particular project? How many customers are there for that particular project? How many constraints are there for that particular project? Okay, so that velocity has to be observed by the team member. Based on that, if they work on only, they will be able to give a better project. Okay, so with this, this unit is getting over. One more point, the refactoring. Take down this point alone. So in coding, there is a possibility of refactoring. Refactoring is another important thing we do in Agile. Refactoring is the process of changing a software system in such a way that it does not alter the external behavior. It does not alter the external behavior of the code. It does not alter the external behavior of the code. It improves the internal structure. It improves the internal structure. We can say that it is a disciplined way of cleaning the code. It's like you are having all smartphone. Every now and then there will be update. So whenever you give that update, it will clean the system. It doesn't change anything. Correct? It is not changing any installation or any software is not modified. But when there is any attack had happened, any virus is there or anything else is there, that will be cleaned. So without altering the external thing, it will only make some changes in the internal, okay, which we call it as refactoring. So if refactoring is required, that could be done during the coding part. So all these concepts involved in XP process, which is a example for agile development. Okay.